Good evening. If you would like to listen to a 41-year-old grown adult drone on for about 10 minutes, might go over, about a personal theory, conclusion, feeling he's arrived at about anti-rocker, you've come to the right place. I have 3 main points at the start of this, and then I'll just add some extra things. So I've been reflecting on this a lot. The basic point, the beginning of this theory, oh my god, I lost the page, is that all these skates I've tried, all these things I reviewed, I find that all aggressive skates mostly feel like shit. This is coming from someone who's really into big wheels, wizard, came from hockey. These skates have just continually disappointed me. But when I start to think about it, all of these skates, pretty much all of them, you could argue maybe like Solomons or K2s in the prime of skating were designed for other things. These are all designed for grinding. So why not, instead of trying to make them better for skating, just accept to make them better for grinding? That's the main point. And a big part of this is something I'll talk about at the end, but I could bring it up now. The Mesmer Dombrus didn't perform very well in Wish, in flat, obviously because the base was warped, but the skate really came alive in anti-rocker because it was like a perfect tight fit. And I believe when the medium and standard drops, I'm likely going to skate them anti-rocker. I'll try other flat frames and Wish frames, but these things are designed for grinding. They're not designed to feel, they're not, like when I put them on, it's not supposed to feel like Wizard or big wheels. It's designed to go to an object and grind an object. And I think I forget about that when I go to the yellow curb at the skate park. It's like, I'm just here to grind things. I can do some swivelly stuff, but if I'm gonna do that, there's other setups I can use. So, aggressive skates mostly feel like shit to me. They're designed for grinding. Why not just make them grind better and lighter and simpler? Also, if you just get some good wheels and the Bone Swiss or Super Swiss 6 perform quite well. I was surprised, like even on a slightly rougher pavement, these did well in the yellow curb. My second part of this, almost every legendary or iconic rollerblading section is filmed in anti-rocker. You can look it up, you can reflect on your favorite sections. Obviously it's a short guy's game, although Pat Lennon I think is taller. And then there are some exceptions there. You can add extra exceptions in the comments, but Walt Austin and John Elliott come to mind, like great flat sections. But mostly jump on, slide down, and big gaps. Jump on, slide across, spin, Aragon, Haffy, Shima. I mean, you could just keep going on and on and on. Your favorite section was likely filmed in anti-rocker. So that's point number 2. Third point might be more count specific, but there's not a lot, there's not like ledge spots in this town. And there's a lot of rough pavement, and there's the yellow curb and the new skate park. And if I'm going to grind stuff, I may as well just do all of the grinds and not have to worry about wheel bite at all. I use the skate park in many different ways, but I really enjoyed and found myself improving my grind game when I was skating the Dom Bruce Mesmers Anti this summer. I got some tricks back. My confidence, like going fast up to stuff and not having to worry about wheel bite in skates that are meant to to grind, not to be the best rollerblading skate, the best rollerblade for rolling around. These are all meant to be the best grinding skate. So there's only like 2 spots I can skate and grind. Everything else is big wheels to me in this town. Maybe if I lived somewhere like California, or I don't know, a place that had more ledge spots and things, but most of the time if you're just driving to an object, putting on your skates and grinding it, it's not, I don't know, is it that important to be able to do swivelly bops? At that point, I would just put my big wheel skate on. I would much rather have a really good feeling big wheel skate where I could maybe do a couple grinds in more locations than like I wouldn't take these to skate around town, or I wouldn't take these to spots where you couldn't grind stuff. So it just makes the specialized super niche within a niche activity technology just that much more niche. Those are like the 3 main things. The next one, this is pretty simple. I pushed against jump on, slide down for a very long time. But you want to know what? I can play jump on, slide down, or jump on, slide across. I can play it very well. And after trying this groove with these anti-rocker wheels, there's been people just making it way easier for themselves. So I'll play the game. I'll see what happens when I skate these more. I didn't know it was just that easy to just have this groove with anti-rocker wheels. You can just do, like, there's no break-in. You just do nice royales right away within reason. I mean, if you have a giant sole plate, not all royales are royales, if you know what I'm saying. But I can play the game, and I'll play it. I'll play it very well. I'll try my best to play it. So instead of pushing against, jump on, slide down, I've accepted that I have setups to be very far away from jump on, slide down. But if I'm gonna jump on, slide down, I'll just use the thing that's meant for it. My Better Than Baseball section, which I posted recently, was basically a big wheel session filmed in aggressive skates. And I think this has been informing a lot of my dissatisfaction with reviewing and trying aggressive skates. I yelled a lot of the time. I use these things like big wheel skates that should be able to do some grinds, whereas it should be how well do the skates grind. I just have to accept aggressive inline skates. They're designed for grinding. They're not really designed for a lot. You can do other stuff. Even when you put like toe and heel rolls, right, is like the creative skating thing that you can do in aggressive skates. That's not affected at all if you take the middle wheels out. At all. In fact, it might make your landings a little bit more solid. Wheel slides are possible in these. Swivelly bops, oh my light went. Swivelly bops are possible in these. I'll finish up quick. So I think I was doing it all wrong, that I was reviewing aggressive skates like big wheel skates, whereas I should just skate big wheel skates. I know all of what I like in big wheel skates, and I think I was looking for that too much in aggressive skates. I still believe a big wheel skate that you can do a bunch of the grinds in is possible. Like the Aeon 80 and the Rose's 1992, or the Aeon 72, it's possible. But they still don't work as well for grinding as this. So I still want to chase that. But just a simple, cheap, effective grinding tool, it's this. I will not give up trying flat frames or my love of wish frames. I'll still go back to those. But I think a lot of us with flat frames and wish, we're chasing something that exists in big wheel skates. Like the feeling that we want. As soon as like you start skating a wish, at least for me, I want to start doing more non-grinding tricks or wizardy type stuff, and it's like there's a setup I can use where I can do that way better. So I do still think you can combine grinds and that stuff, but I don't think the setup has existed fully yet. that's also a me thing. Using the wrong thing for the wrong thing, if that makes sense. Being able to frontside and royale everything, just not everything, but you know what I mean when you get to the park, like not even having a little bit of thing in the back of your mind that you're gonna stick. Although a lot of is possible with wax, anything is possible with wax. It goes a long way to just go to a park and frontside everything, which you can do in Wish, but something like this with this giant groove that's like super close to the boot, I think I'll have a lot of fun with this. I'm not abandoning Wish or Flat though. And now I need to revisit a bunch of skates, except I would say the UFR was really, really, really offensive to me, my life, my skating when I skated at Anti-Rocker. I don't think I can handle that again, but the Fifth Element, the SL, Rems, like even skates that are considered just awful, I should just try the Anti-Rocker again. Why not? One of my favorite skates of all time was the OG Rems, and I skated them Anti-Rocker, and I progressed a lot. There's also like, I might try shorter frames. The Small Creates is 243. Lastly though, which I said at the start, fit was incredibly important. A tight fitting skate for Anti-Rocker coming alive. Last time I did that Anti-Rocker video, which maybe I'll link, we'll see, about all of my Anti-Rocker things I learned. I was in the medium 909 shell, so I was skating a small 50-50 frame, a 250 millimeter frame on essentially a size 11 skate. That's not going to give you the proper feedback or feel or precision or anything. So I think the fit was really important for Anti-Rocker coming alive. And again, there is something about like a short guy with a small foot in a small tight fitting skate in a small frame. Probably a lot of the legendary sections, if you like got the foot data, the height data, foot height, weight, frame size, and if it was Anti, you'd be surprised there's probably like a prime, although some people disagree with that. I still think there's something there. Anyways, keep skating or something. The too long didn't listen to that is aggressive skates are not meant for skating to feel really good. They're meant for grinding to feel really good. Why not just go all the way in that direction? That's it. That's the theory.